Hi guys, my name is Jazz and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, I discuss everything fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Today I have a new product that I'm going to try. I'm excited about this. I love Danessa Myricks, so when I saw that she came out with the Yumy Skin Blurring Balm powder, I was super excited to try it. I have tried the Yumy Skin Serum Foundation and didn't quite work for me. I'm a combination oily skin type and I felt like it looked good on. It was a little bit thicker in texture, but it just was super hydrating for me and made me a little oily. So I was thinking to myself, like, man, I wish there was something that kind of fit my skin type a little bit better, that I can wear kind of throughout the day and then get look oily on me. So I was excited when I heard that she came out with this. Now this is an interesting product because it's not described as a foundation but more so a blurring balm powder, but it comes in about 9 shades. I got shade number 9. I think there's one shade after this, number 10. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's one shade after this, which is obviously the deepest shade. So it doesn't come in a ton of shades, and it also comes in a like universal shade, which is pretty much, I guess, to work as just a primer if you kind of just want to use it as a primer and kind of put all of your other foundation products on top of it. So I'm excited to try it because I'm really interested, and I bought like a bunch of other products from my vanity over here because I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna need like a full coverage concealer. I'm not sure if I'm going to need like a light coverage concealer. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need a setting powder or like a pressed foundation powder because I haven't tried it and this is the first time. So if you want to see what I think, see how it wears and looks on with other things, stay tuned. But just really quick, it's described as a texture reducing, coverage boosting blurring balm to powder that balances oils throughout the day while maintaining hydration. It has a cutting edge blurring Swedish technology, but it says you visually creates a soft focus on pores and fine lines. So that sounds like everything I need because I have pores, you know, fine lines and things that I need to cover. So I'm super excited about trying it. Again, I got shade number 9, so let's just get started. Without further ado, no more waiting, and let's see what this is all about. So it comes, I don't even know how much this costs. I think it's about $30. I just added it to my Sephora cart like really quickly. I was like, you know what, I need it, just give it to me. So I think it's about $30. I'll put the price down here if I'm not mistaken. But the packaging is really pretty. Like, it's giving luxury, it's giving everything, and it comes with a little spatula here so you're able to kind of scoop it out without using your fingers, which is cool. But I thought this was very pretty. Like, it all works out. Keeping this in my vanity will be really nice. So number 9, you open it and it looks like this. It looks like, I don't even want to touch it. It looks so like perfect. So I'm like, I don't even want to touch this. So let's get started. I'm gonna prime my face first. I didn't get the universal shade to prime my face, but the one that I love that seems to work well with me in any foundation that I try is the Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I love this primer. It's probably the only primer that works for me because it doesn't have silicone and I feel like it blurs out my pores without making me super oily. For some reason, I just can't do the heavy primers, like the silicone gel-like primers. So I'll just prime my face. And I always put my primer, I don't put any in my forehead, I just put it more so like in my T-zone. And then I'm gonna move the camera up closer so we can see what we're getting into. So smooth that, let that dry down. Again, I bought a few brushes over because I just wasn't sure, you know, how the foundation was gonna work or how it was gonna feel. So I was like, let me just bring a few things over here because I don't really know what to expect. So the brush that I'm going to use with it is the Mented buffing brush. I love this. I use this with their foundation stick, but it's really stiff, the bristles, and that really works well with cream products. So I'm going to try that. I need a mirror, so let's get started. Let's see what this is hitting for. So I'm going to take the spatula. So I took like about this much. I'm going to place it on my hand just because I like that better. So I'm going to place some here. Actually, I use my hand, but then I'm like, I'm going to use my fingers. So this is number 9. I'm like, oh shoot, looks a little dark. Should I have put that much? So since it's cream, I probably should have taken the spatula and just put it on my face rather than putting it on my fingers, and now it's all in my nails. So I probably shouldn't have done that. But let's just see how it blends out. Oh, wow. So it feels like, just blending it out over here, it really feels like a cream foundation. But it blended out really, really smooth. And the coverage is, I would say it's like light to medium, but I feel like I'm gonna just dip my foundation brush in it again over here and just go in. So far I'm kind of liking it because I just feel like it's giving me coverage. It's not covering anything. And I feel like it's smooth enough where even though it's drying like a balmy texture, it's still giving coverage. And I think the shade works for me. I prefer to go a little bit darker with my foundation and then bring it together rather than starting with a foundation that's too light and just looking very ghostly throughout the day. So comparing it here and looking here on the monitor, I'm like, okay, it looks smooth, it looks hydrated. It doesn't look, because sometimes I think of like blurred powder, I'm like, oh god, it's gonna like, I'm gonna put it on, it's gonna blur. It's gonna blur, but it's gonna get really dry. And so far, it still looks hydrated and looks supple. Okay. Now, as far as coverage on the left side, on this side, I suffer from hyperpigmentation. This is like my bad, I hate to say bad side, but this is the side I suffer from like hyperpigmentation. I got a little pimple here this week. I don't know what's happening. But so far, like, it's giving a little bit of coverage without being cakey. And I feel like it did cover the hyperpigmentation a little bit. Like, of course the pimple's gonna show, but it did cover that dark mark, and there's clearly a difference between the left side of my face and the right side. So let's just take some more and just go to the other side of my face and like blend that out. And like the product doesn't, it smells like a cream product would smell, like nothing too like strong or like to the, like it doesn't have like a scent where you're like, oh, I can't stand it. Just it's a very subtle smell. So let's look at this side. Okay. I don't know, when I saw Blurring Balm powder, I really thought I wasn't gonna get any coverage at all, especially when I saw that it came in like in that universal primer shade. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like more like, you know, the the Charlotte Tilbury, that product that everybody loves, that is kind of like this glow within that you put underneath your products, and it's supposed to make your, when I think of the name, I'll put it down here, but it's that product you're supposed to put underneath your foundation to give a glow, like a primer, and then you put your other products underneath. I thought this was going to be like that. I didn't think I was going to get much coverage from it, so I thought it was going to be like that uniqueness in itself. So I'm actually impressed to see that I can actually do my face with this and get some coverage throughout the day without feeling like I have to, you know, layer a ton of things or anything like that. So far it's almost like a modern take on a tinted moisturizer with no SPF. Because I know sometimes like with tinted moisturizers, I know myself, I can tend to get a little bit like oily. So looking at it, it looks good. Like, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more because I just want, oops, I want a little bit more coverage here, right in this area. So I'm gonna take the spatula and add a little bit more. I'm just gonna just put it on my face this time. Okay, I'm gonna blend it out. So it is buildable, which I like too. So after kind of just putting everything on my face and just kind of like putting as much as I felt like the coverage that I needed, I feel like it looks really good. And this is obviously without me doing my brows or adding concealer and, you know, setting powders just to bring things together. I'm actually really impressed with how it looks. And I'll be honest, for like my preference and just like the foundations that I enjoy, like I love my favorite foundation is like Dose of Colors foundation. I love the Nars Light Reflecting foundation and the Nars Matte Soft Cream Matte foundation. I love those foundations, and I feel like if you like those, you will like this compared to like the serum foundation. Like as far as how this cream blend, I love how it blended compared to that one. So I feel like if you're deciding between the true, like what is it called? The serum foundation, the Yumy Skin Serum Foundation, or this one, I would say if you're my skin type and you prefer like, you know, like a natural matte finish, then you would really like this. And so far, just looking at my face with no added products, I feel like it looks good. Like I would add a little bit of cream like this and go about my day, and, you know, add my eyebrows and stuff like that and go about my day. So far I'm impressed with how it blended in. I think that was a problem that I had with the prior foundation that I tried from hers. But so far I like how it looks. It looks like skin. It's light coverage, but not so light where you're thinking like, what's the point? So you get some coverage. It looks really good. It definitely blurred out like some pores and things like that, and I just feel like it looks like skin, but healthy skin. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face just so this video is not long, super long. But so far, like how it looks on its own, I'm very, very impressed, because I really just went into this not knowing what to expect at all. I was like, am I gonna get like primer? Is it gonna cover? Is it not? So far I'm like, okay, Danessa, let's see. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face and show you guys how it looks with products that I use. I thought I wasn't gonna get much coverage, so I probably will just set it with my Milk Blur and Set setting powder. This is discontinued. I have very little left, and I'm just babying it. And I'll probably just, you know, bronze my face like I normally would. I'm not gonna use a pressed powder to get more coverage. I'm gonna just let this do its thing. So let me just do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back to show you guys, give you guys my final thoughts and what I think. And maybe I'll come back in like an hour or two. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I am back. I did my entire face. I did add, what did I use? I used like the Too Faced full coverage concealer just because I wanted a little full coverage under the eyes. I set with, what did I set with my milk powder, and I kind of went over it with the Sephora Microsmooth powder that I told you guys I love. And honestly, just looking at my face right now, I'm really, really impressed. It feels super light. Like it's almost like what I wanted in a tinted moisturizer. I didn't know what to expect when I tried this product. And like right now, just how everything like blended on top of it, I'm super, super, super impressed. And getting the light coverage that I want, I feel like it blends seamlessly. Like I feel like my pores are non-existent. I'm just very impressed with it. Like I'm so excited that I'm impressed with it because I just wasn't, not that I expected to hate it, but I just didn't know when we were talking about creams. Sometimes I get a little nervous about creams, and like it was like balm. I thought it was gonna be like a primer, and it's actually very light coverage that's buildable. So you can get light to medium coverage. It's not full coverage, but once you kind of set with your other products and use your concealer and setting powders, you look like good. Like look at my face. Like if the lighting is weird, I look normal, but it looks really, really, really good. So what I have to say is I think you should pick up this product. Of course, I'm going to try my best to check back in. I might surprise you guys and check back in because I'm going to just change really quick and go to work and see how it wears like throughout the day. But so far, I'm impressed. Again, I got shade number 9. It's looking like a go. It's looking like a big thumbs up. But I got shade number 9 and I like it. So that's what I thought. If you guys like it, give me a thumbs up. But be sure to like this video and subscribe. And of course, if I can come back, I might surprise you guys and come back and give you guys a little update. But so far, I like it, and I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, bye. Hi guys. So it took me a while to get ready, like an hour and a half. I don't know why, but like I'm against like the light in my window in my room. Like look, it looks so good. I'm sorry. I can't, like I'm loving it. So definitely pick up this product. It's so good. It looks good. Look, like, do you see a pore? Because I don't. So definitely check out this product. I think it's great. I got in the shade number, what did I say, 9, and there's shade number 10. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like this video and subscribe. Bye.